Have you ever found yourself stuck between dreaming and doing? You know exactly what you want. You imagine success. You picture a better life, more freedom, more meaning, more respect. But when the moment comes to act, you hesitate. You delay. You tell yourself, "I'll start tomorrow." If you've ever felt ambitious but lazy at the same time, this story is for you. Not because it is dramatic, but because it is honest. And if you truly listen, it may change the way you see your own life. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green fields and tall trees, there lived a young man named Amir. Amir was 25 years old. He was strong, healthy, and full of dreams. He loved talking about the future. In the evenings, he often sat with his friends and spoke confidently about what his life would become. "One day," Amir would say, "I'll be the richest farmer in this village. My fields will shine golden with crops. People will come to me for advice, and my name will be respected everywhere." People listened to him. They admired his ambition. In a village where most people accepted life as it was, Amir stood out. He wanted more. But there was one problem. Amir was lazy. Every morning when the sun rose, the other farmers were already on their way to the fields. Amir stayed in bed. When the village men worked under the hot sun, Amir sat in the shade, talking about his plans. When the women carried water from the well, Amir smiled and said, "I'll help later." Later became his favorite word. Amir loved imagining success, but he hated the effort that came before it. Discipline felt uncomfortable. Hard work felt boring. So his dreams stayed alive only in his mind, not in his actions. One evening, Amir's uncle came to visit him. The uncle was an old and wise farmer who had spent his entire life working the land. His hands were rough, his back slightly bent, but his eyes were calm and observant. The uncle walked with Amir to his field. He looked around quietly. The soil was rich, but nothing was growing. No crops, no progress, just empty land. Finally, the uncle spoke. "Amir, my son," he said gently, "why is your land empty? You speak of golden fields, but all I see is dry soil." Amir laughed. "Uncle, don't worry. I'll start tomorrow. My field will be the best. Just wait and see." The old man sighed. He had heard this "tomorrow" too many times before. Instead of arguing, he decided to teach Amir a lesson. The uncle reached into his pocket and took out 2 small bags. Inside were 2 different seeds. He placed them in Amir's hands. "These are not ordinary seeds," the uncle said. "They are special." He pointed to the first bag. "This is the seed of ambition. If you plant it and water it every day, it will grow into a strong tree that gives fruit, shade, and wealth." Then he pointed to the second bag. "This is the seed of laziness. If you plant it, it will grow fast, but it will spread weeds across your entire field and destroy everything else." He looked directly at Amir. "Both seeds are now in your hands. The future of your field and your life depends on which one you care for." Amir nodded. In his mind, the choice was obvious. Of course I want ambition. But the next morning, Amir felt tired. "I'll plant them tomorrow," he said. Tomorrow came, and tomorrow passed. Days went by. Finally, out of boredom more than commitment, Amir planted both seeds. He told himself, "I'll take care of them later." Weeks passed. Amir forgot about the field. He returned to sleeping late, wandering around the village and talking about success instead of working for it. Then one day, he walked back to his field. What he saw shocked him. The laziness seed had grown quickly. Thick weeds covered the land, spreading everywhere. The ambition seed, however, was weak and almost dying. It had received no water, no care. Amir felt fear rise inside him. Before he could react, his uncle returned. The old man looked at the field carefully and then spoke. "Amir," he said, This land is your life. Ambition is like a small seed. It needs daily effort and care. Without action, it dies. But laziness grows on its own. It spreads quietly and destroys everything. Amir fell to his knees. He touched the weak plant, and tears filled his eyes. For the first time, he understood the truth. Dreams are not enough. Only action keeps them alive. That night, Amir couldn't sleep. He thought about his wasted time, his empty promises, and his lost opportunities. "If I don't change now," he whispered, "laziness will own me forever." Before sunrise, Amir woke up. He went to the field and began pulling out the weeds with his bare hands. The work was painful. His back hurt. His hands bled. Many times he wanted to stop, but he didn't. Day after day, Amir returned to the field. He removed the weeds. He watered the ambition seed. Even when progress felt slow, he showed up. Slowly, the plant grew stronger. Weeks became months. Months became years. The small plant turned into a great tree that gave fruit, shade, and wealth. And as the field changed, Amir changed too. He was no longer lazy. The villagers noticed. Amir became known not for his words, but for his discipline, not for his dreams, but for his actions. Amir learned that laziness is quiet. It whispers, "Rest more, start tomorrow." And before you know it, years are gone. Ambition, on the other hand, is fragile. It requires effort, structure, and daily discipline. Amir often told others, "Everyone carries two seeds inside. One is ambition, one is laziness. The one you feed is the one that grows." And now, dear listener, this story is about you. You may not be a farmer, but you have a field too. It is your time, your energy, your potential. Every day you are planting something. When you delay, you water laziness. When you act, even a little, you water ambition. Do not wait for tomorrow. Start today. Protect your ambition before it fades, because success doesn't come from thinking differently. It comes from acting differently. If this story inspired you, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to The Second Chance. Share it with someone who has big dreams but struggles to take action. Thank you for listening.